Hi there, this is Dominic Dejean Craig, and tonight's video we're going to be talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, friend or foe? Black Lives Matter, where have they been for 4 years? Black lives only seem to matter during an election year? Black lives only matter when they're killed by a white cop? Why is Black Lives Matter silent about all the black lives lost in cities like Chicago and Baltimore and St. Louis? Black Lives Matter, well, why are they basically an arm of the Democratic Party who funds Planned Parenthood? If Black lives really matter, what's up with Planned Parenthood, BLM? Why are you not marching outside of Planned Parenthood when abortion is the largest cause of death among the Black American community? But anyway, back to BLM here, back to BLM. I don't want to get sidetracked. Every 4 years, these people fall out of a tree and they find something that they want us to be angry and constipated about. Now, they are marching in London. They are marching in Berlin. They are marching in Poland. Now, wait a minute. I thought Black Lives Matter was a grassroots organization of local black activists. But apparently not. Apparently they are a well-funded international organization. So wait a minute. They're clearly not who they are telling us that they are. Okay, no problem. Okay, so they're not who they say they are. Well, what are they all about? What does Black Lives Matter want? And this is very important now because they're out here tearing down statues and rioting and doing all types of crime, okay? And we don't even know what these people want. Well, finally, they came out with a list of demands. Black Lives Matter, along with Antifa, took over part of downtown Seattle. Now, this is significant. The mayor told the police to stand down. The mayor gave them the police station. The mayor gave them the fire station. The mayor took away all of the rubber bullets, tear gas, pepper spray, all of the non-lethal methods that the police had at crowd control. That's all gone. The only thing they have left is deadly force. And they told the cops to stand down and let these people take over here in Seattle. So what happens? Well, just imagine, I want you to imagine that you live on that street and the cops give your street to these Antifa terrorists. That's what they are. Antifa is a terrorist organization and Black Lives Matter is their associate. You have a business on that street. They're extorting your business. You live on that street. You have to stay at a hotel because, well, you can't sleep. They throw raves every night. You can't get in and out of your house. My goodness, man. You know, and the mayor just basically gave it away and said, okay, look, it's going to be a summer of love is what she called it. Well, let's look at this summer of love. We've had shootings up in there. The first person to get killed was a black kid. Oh my goodness, man. They wouldn't let the police in to investigate. They wouldn't let the ambulance in to get the kid. Of course, the kid died. They drove his dead body to the hospital. There's been no investigation. They wouldn't let the cops in. The mayor says, well, we're going to negotiate with them to see if we can get back our city. She should be removed from office. She has abdicated her responsibility. This represents a dereliction of duty that is criminal in nature. She should be removed. And the governor. Now, anyway, I got sidetracked. Back to their list of demands. Now, they gave a 10-point list of demands. Now, we're not going to go through all 10. But number one was they want reparations for slavery. Number two, they want no bail. They want to do away with bail. Which what that would mean is that a criminal commits a crime and they sign when they get arrested, they sign an agreement to appear and then they're released to continue their life of crime, to continue terrorizing your neighborhood. That's number two, no bail. Number three, they want to legalize prostitution. Now, I want to know what that has to do with Black Lives Matter. I want to know what any of that has to do. Anyway, we're going to continue now. Number 7, they want to defund the police. So the same people who want to do away with bail and have criminals running your streets, they also want fewer cops to protect you. Then they go to number 8, which is they want to cut military spending and defund the military. So you got fewer cops, fewer soldiers. Then they want to redistribute the wealth. So now there's nobody to protect you when they come and take your house. Then the next one, the last one, number 10, they want to they want to do only public financing of elections. So if there's a candidate and their message resonates with you, like a Bernie Sanders or a Donald Trump, you're no longer allowed to contribute to their election campaign. Now, what does any of that have to do with black people, black lives? How is any of that going to improve the lives of black people? And why do they think that by violently taking over a couple of streets in Seattle, that suddenly we're all going to bend over backwards, give them all their demands, tear down all the statues, change all the names, and give them our country? And give them our country. No, man. No. And the Democrats are in on this. The Democrats are enabling Black Lives Matter. They're enabling Antifa. All of them. None of this would have happened. You take a look, allegedly, and I say allegedly because it's clear at this point that none of this has anything to do with George Floyd. But let's just say, for example, that it did, because that was the catalyst for what took place. Well, George Floyd, those officers could have been arrested. That was Keith Ellison who didn't do that. And he is an Antifa enabler. I have a picture of him holding and posing with the Antifa book. He's an Antifa enabler, and he didn't arrest the cops. Now, he's a Democrat. The mayor of that city is a Democrat, and the governor of that state is Democrat. They are all Democrats, and they did this. And then, when all of this blew up in their face, they did the same thing. They abandoned the police station. They told the cops to stand down. Why are the Democrats not protecting us from terrorists? Why? And yes, I say the Democrats because all of this is happening in Democrat-run cities. All of it. The top 20 most dangerous cities in the country are all run by Democrats. Why is Black Lives Matter International? What are they doing in Warsaw, Poland? What are they doing in Berlin, Germany? What are they doing in the United Kingdom? You know, that's proof that Black Lives Matter is funded internationally, and they have a different agenda. They and Antifa, they want us to hand over our country to them so they can bring in socialism, which is really going to be communism. Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, and it's time for us to stop playing with them. They are literally hijacking the suffering of black people, hijacking it, exploiting it to literally bring in a fascist system of socialism that would take away all of your rights. Private property, free speech. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. And the Democrats are part of it. Now, if you vote for Sleepy Joe, I want you to understand that you're voting for Antifa, you're voting for Black Lives Matter. And I just want you to imagine what your life would be like if the Democrats took the street that you live on and gave it away to Black Lives Matter and Antifa. The media is part of it too. That's why they keep calling them protesters. Well, how many people have they killed? How many businesses have they burned down? You know, they're not protesters. They are domestic terrorists. That's my video. And I would like to thank you for watching.